In the world of GTA Online, businesses are a crucial and very relevant part of the game. However, even with a wide breadth of tutorials, they can be confusing for many newcomers. So follow me as I lead you through the basics and the advanced of collecting money via these businesses in GTA Online. Welcome to the Business Guides. The first of these businesses is the CEO office, as well as the warehouses accompanying it. These can be bought on the Dynasty 8 executive website. There are a total of 4 offices. None of their interiors are changed based on their location, it is purely preference. However, certain locations are more expensive than others. These offices also come with customizations, including name, color schemes, and so on and so forth. Discover these yourselves. The one we'll talk about here is the Office Garage. This can hold a total of 60 cars, divided into 3 among floors. This can also come with a custom auto shop of which to customize and repair your cars. This garage is among the most expensive in-game. However, if you want a large collection of company cars or similarly valuable things, it is the way to go. Additionally, the convenience of upgrading and accessing every car at your disposal nearby is incredibly valuable. To begin making use of the office businesses, you must first purchase their individual warehouses. These are the vehicle and cargo warehouses. A point of note is that these businesses are considered active, meaning you have to work on them in order to make money, unlike others which we'll discuss in the future. Looking at these warehouses also allows you to see their earnings and the current locations of those you own. When purchasing these warehouses, you basically pay for the location. However, the La Mesa warehouse is incredibly good for vehicle cargo, even with its inexpensive price by comparison to others. Another point of note is that for the cargo warehouse, any size other than small will not help you if you are a solo player. At max, you can sell 9 crates. We will address more on acquiring and selling these later. However, another point of note is that unlike other businesses, the cargo warehouse can be divided. In essence, you can have 5 separate different warehouses. The reason for having these will again be addressed later, but it's just worth knowing. The first business we'll address is the vehicle warehouse. When sourcing a vehicle to sell, it will pick from among 32 individual cars, 10 standard, 10 mid, and 12 top range. The top range cars are the ones you want to sell, because they will produce the most money. To do this, what you're going to need to do is a very long setup. Collect all of the 32 individual cars and hold them in your warehouse. Then sell a top range car. By doing this, you guarantee that the next car you source will be the exact same top-tier car. By doing this, you guarantee that you make the most money, which is essential given the next point. Collecting cars is not an entirely free process. Every bit of damage incurs a repair cost. In each of the source missions, you may encounter bots, helicopters, or other such things that will damage the car. To minimize this, you want to make sure that you're making the most money. Every time you export a top-range car, make sure to use the 100,000 commission offer. This will make you more money in total, even with the upfront repair cost. Additionally, the money you make from this will cover any of the damages you got collecting the cars.
Take the car to the buyer and don't let another organization get in the way.
These sell missions follow the same idea as the sourcing missions, in that you want to avoid taking any damage to the car. However, this is not entirely avoidable. Cars will leap out in intersections or other players will attack you. Just try and play it smart, use your mini-map to avoid them if need be. Taking a longer route for a guaranteed 100,000 is much better than getting blown up and making nothing. It also saves you the utter defeat of having to reclaim the exact same car. Once you have completed the 32 car setup and can repeat this process again and again, it is really rewarding to make that 100,000 so quickly. The money you make from these car sales can add up to $1 million rather quickly, and even if not, they can cover smaller repairs, the cost of ammunition, so on and so forth. Maybe you can buy some gas in these trying times, but let's cover the next business and see how you couple them together, the cargo warehouse. When sourcing cargo, make sure you always pay for the 3 crates. Technically, you're paying triple the price at 6,000 per crate. However, the speed at which you'll reach the 9 crates, which is the max you can sell as a solo player, is more worthwhile, as the time saved means you're doing more sell missions more quickly. It easily covers the cost and then some. These sourcing missions are rather similar to the vehicle warehouses, in that you travel to a location and acquire the goods and bring them back. Unlike with vehicle sourcing, taking damage does not decrease the value of the goods. However, being blown up can destroy them, which would invalidate the mission entirely and waste the money you spent to start it. You start the sale missions from within the warehouse itself via this small laptop. When selling all 9 crates, it will tell you the value that you make. However, this is an underestimate, as the money you make is increased by the number of players in your session. When doing these sale missions, you have an option of one of 3 vehicles: a truck, a boat, or a plane.
But the buyer wants it delivered to multiple locations. If you can get the cargo to the different drop-offs, then we'll get paid.
All of these missions will lead you to different points, and all the while you will be harassed and attacked by different players. Taking damage doesn't necessarily destroy the profits, but if the vehicle gets blown up or they kill you, it can hinder you severely. These sell missions will quickly show why upgrading the sell vehicles is worthwhile. When facing against people, defend yourself at all costs. Contending with these people is part of what makes the vehicle sales so much better. You make a comparable amount of money while not having to deal with them as severely. Additionally, the vehicle sell missions can be fun. You get to upgrade supercars and then drive them around. These big tanks are often the slowest possible vehicles imaginable on God's green earth. However, the cargo warehouse is worth doing. It can make you money, but more important is its connection to the nightclub. We'll get to that in the ensuing guide. Nevertheless, completing these missions can net you around 150,000. A point to note: when sourcing the cargo, you can't source it super quickly. There's a cooldown of at least 5 minutes. This gives you 2 options: 2 cargo warehouses which you source independently of one another, or combining the vehicle and cargo warehouse. This allows you to perform a loop, one where you both source and sell cargo and warehouse vehicles at the same time, making upwards of 450 to 600,000 an hour. But now you need to think of what to do with all your hard-earned money. If the warehouse struck your fancy, I would recommend upgrading the vehicles. Specifically getting bulletproof tires, the speed upgrade, and the jammer. Armor will help, but rockets just bust right through it. Or maybe you're looking for something a little more exciting, or perhaps even more dangerous. In the same tab that allows you to access your warehouses, you can see a category known as Special Vehicle Work. Doing these missions will unlock the trade price associated with several militarized vehicles. These include such amazing and fun vehicles as the Rocket Voltic, which of course is an absolute blast, pun very much intended. As an added bonus, most if not all of these vehicles can be summoned as though they were any other personal vehicle. This can be done via the interaction menu, making them quick and easily accessible. But if those don't suit your speed, maybe you're looking for something a little bit more luxurious. My personal recommendation is of course the Galaxy's Super Yacht, accompanied in the same update that released the warehouse businesses. This yacht comes with helipads, a hot tub, and a wide variety of aeronautical vehicles. Of course, I have to get it in gold, the most expensive and elite. With that done, slap on some nationalism and a good name. I chose to call it the Hyperion, because it refers to the god of the sun, moon, and so on, and at this point I'm far too rich to consider myself humble. And now that you have this vessel of your waste of cash, you can sit upon it and gaze at all the fools who don't have money to burn. But now you stand looking over the city that you now have dominion over, and realize your job isn't done. The next updates bring about the biker or bunker, so whether you want drugs or arms and ammunitions, you better saddle up because it's coming to you soon. Nevertheless, until next time, be economic, be wild.